Ryan Terrill, UMBC baseball coach here with Figure It Out. Next video is going to be primary lead at first base. Primary lead at first base. First thing you want to do as a base runner is always look at your third base coach. He's going to put on a sign that he's counting on you to execute. If he gives you nothing, then you're still in your primary lead and you want to make it a good one every single time. Okay, so once the coach gives his sign, whether you got an indicator back to him or just a, just kind of a non-verbal, I got the sign, coach, we're going to start to work into our primary lead at first base. Okay, how we teach it here, we don't cookie cut much. We're going to come off of the back edge of first base. We'll explain why in a minute. And we want to just go left, okay, left, turn into our right, then we're going to shuffle, and maybe another half, okay? And notice this, guys, as I'm in my primary lead, what I'm doing with my right foot is I'm dropping it right to about the instep of that front foot. The reason I'm doing that is anytime I want to go to second base, I want to have a little bit of clearance in my hips, okay? Notice again, I'm off of the back edge of that base. Coach Cooksy's going to show you why in a second. Everything we do, we want to go off the back edge. If I'm stealing second, I'm hunting the back edge of second base because the infielders are taking the throws at the front of the base, and we want to be sliding into that back corner unless the throw dictates otherwise. Another thing I'd have you do, coaches, is every day at the beginning of practice, have these guys get into their primary leads, have them dive back to the back corner. Coach Cooksy's going to show you one of those. I just think it's important to get a little bit of dirt on you, kind of set the mindset and the mood for, hey, we're going to be a tough, hard-nosed base running club. I think guys have a little bit of fun with it too, as long as you're raking, put enough water on your field while you're at it. All right, coach, got the sign. Okay, go ahead and get into your. And so if we're going off our teaching, Coach Cooksy will go back to the base because he did it wrong, and this is good for you, coaches. As we get off the base here, it's left foot. Right. Yeah, yep. Left foot, and then turn into the right, and then it's a shuffle, maybe another half. Okay, and his front foot's dropped just a little bit so he can get a better running path to second. Now, Coach Cooksy's about 6 foot tall. Coach, go ahead and extend another half a step. All right, and what you want to do is put an assistant coach on the mound and have him pick off a few times. Coach Cooksy's going to dive, and then we're going to go back and show you, what he's doing. Coach, go ahead. We want our guys to, when they dive in, we want it to be a full extension. Here, this shows me that he's close enough to the bag where he can get even another half step or two in his lead. All right, Coach, go ahead and extend and try it again. We want it to be a full extension dive, a one step and dive back. Left foot, shuffle, maybe another one. Good. Very important, coaches. His hand is right here on that back corner. The reason why, right? First baseman is here. If I'm a left-handed first baseman, I want to give him as little tagging area as I can possibly give him. A lot of times you'll see a ball will beat the runner if he goes to that back corner. His head's to the left field line, or right field line, I'm sorry. If this guy can swing and miss there, or if the ball gets through, he's ready to get up and go to second base. Okay, very important. Now, Coach Cooksy, can you slide this way a little bit with your body and hand? Keep coming. If your guys are sliding in here, it's a whole heck of a lot more tagging area for that first baseman to get your guys. He's diving back, so make sure they're diving back at that right corner. In your primary lead, as he's out in his primary lead, get another half, Coach. When you have nothing on, this should be the lead you get every single time. When you have a steal sign on, this should be the lead you get every single time. A lot of times at the youth level, even here at our level, guys have nothing on, they're here, right? All of a sudden, coach puts the steal sign on, they got another step and a half, another 2 steps, they start to get a little bit of jitter, a little bit more jittery, okay? We want a consistent lead every single time a guy gets on the base. The other thing that determines how far your young men can get off of the base is what kind of move does the pitcher have, okay? If this guy's a really long pickoff, takes him a while to get the ball there, Coach Cooksy may extend a half, right? Guy throws over to first base, he dives in, it's bang, bang. He might have to shorten up a step, called baseball IQ. Want them to use that as well. Biggest thing in our primary lead, be in an athletic position, have that front foot drop just a little bit, and then be consistent in your lead, ready to go and help the team however you can. While we're teaching guys to get a great primary lead, keep in mind some of your guys are a little bit more athletic, okay? Guys that are a little bit more athletic, a little quicker, a little more explosive can get an extra step or two. You want each guy to get to their maximum lead every single time, and that way that pitcher's got to think about him. So what happens as we lead into our next set of videos is that pitcher is consistently worried about every runner on your team, whether they're a base stealer or not, because they're getting that aggressive lead every time. Ryan Terrill with UMBC Baseball. That last video was primary lead at first base. I'd like to encourage you to check out my next video, which is going to be proper secondary from first.